don't ever think about spending another penny until you have your conversion tracking in place. Because if you can't see your results, you have no idea where your money's going. And sometimes it can be simple little things, like we'll write an ad that uses stop by for a visit and another ad that writes stop by for a tour. And most people think, well, tour will actually do better because that's what we call it. Well, that's great. That's what you call it. But your parent may refer to it as a visitor. And so you need both of those ads going interchangeably, so every other time they're showing up until you find out what is the term that's being used in your marketplace. And if you see, for example, that 70% of the clicks are coming from the word visit, then you know tour's not working. So now you want to rework that tour ad to include the word visit or some other term that you might want to use. Just stop on by, for example. So you need dynamic number swapping. You need a different phone number for pay-per-click advertising, and you need a different one for organic, direct traffic, and also any other thing that can be covered, where if you're using a postcard, for example, you want to use that particular phone number so they call it so you can see that it's different than your pay-per-click or your organic, things like that. You want to have a web form that does tracking, so when they fill out a form, it in fact gets tracked and you can pull those numbers together. That's how I was able to tell you in the one particular case, 24 calls and 3 forms. And in the other case, I believe it was 7 forms and 5 calls. So I can tell you that specifically. That's their conversion tracking. As I said, conversion tracking is built into AdWords Campaign, and it will help you determine which of your ad groups generate better leads. And so when we say ad groups, we want to use similar terms. So daycare, daycare with a space, daycare in, daycare with a city name, Denver I'm using as the example today. And then you want to avoid putting in preschool, because preschool should have its own ad group where you have preschool, pre-K, and other terms that all relate to preschool. Childcare different than daycare and preschool. After school program or after school care needs to be in its own ad group as well.